GLHF MnM Main versus Venture group stage of the TrackMania Masters Team Cup 2020, and we can follow Mawile in the first round. Everyone safely through the first part, and looks like Mawile may have lagged out here. Nope, he's just lagging, so let's stay on Complex, who manages to do a great turn there, shoots himself up into the lead, so we can go a bit further back to Razor, who's in second. And as I do that, he crashes. Speedy makes a big mistake as well, drops down in speed. This looks like it might still be around for MnM. Nope. Harney is in second. If they keep these positions, this should be a Venture round safely through the last corner, and it will be for Venture. Couple of big mistakes by the MnM guys around the middle of the map, and that round goes in favor of Venture. Mawile seems to be having some big connection problems. He was lagging quite a bit, and seems like he got disconnected. We're going straight away into the next round. Everything is fine with Mawile. He won't need any replacing. Or? Well, he's still stuck for me though. Anyway, we're continuing the match. Harney goes a bit safe, but still survives. Not a bad turn. Complex goes very inside, manages to stay in second with Razor in first. Another round looking very, very good for Venture. They have players in second, third, and fourth. Now fifth with Speedy shooting up. Let's go to Kawi, who's made a big mistake, and he's down in seventh. Looks like Venture will take this one as well. Nope. Complex has made a big mistake in the end, and that turns the whole round upside down with Mawile again disconnecting, and that might have just cost Venture the round. Let's go with Dan with round 3. Venture players get a very good start. All of them at the top. However, we're coming to the crucial corner. Who's gonna do it the best? Ooh, Speedy makes a big mistake, drops down. Let's go to Speedy to see. Oh, he can't even finish. He's gonna be very far behind. It's gonna be a struggle to even make it in time. We see a Venture player make a mistake there. Mawile right now in 6th. It's still looking good for MnM, even better now that Harney makes a mistake. It's just Complex at the top with 3 MnM players, and this should be an MnM round. They don't even need Speedy. The times right now, 0.6 is being driven by the top 2 players. Of course, we saw Complex being able to do much better than that. It's curious to see if he'll be able to do that in the match. Let's go with Razor, who won the previous round. Seems to be the key player for MnM Main in this match. Venture once again getting a good start. No mistakes for MnM yet. Complex in the lead, Razor following very closely behind. Venture have 4 players in the top 5 right now. MnM needs something here. No big mistakes yet. Even Kawi, who's last, is still within striking distance of the Venture players. Gets a bit of a wonky turn there. He won't be able to catch up. Right now MnM needs some big mistakes from Venture, and it will not be enough. Harney makes a mistake, but his teammates manage to pull through, and Complex wins the round with a 45. That's the time we all expect from Complex to drive round in, round out, and we can follow Complex for the next round. The score is all tied up now at 2-2. Very interesting match so far. I think that was a mistake already at the beginning. Yep, Speedy is a bit behind. We can watch from his perspective. He makes another mistake. Seems like he won't play any role in this round. Venture looking very good right now, as even Razor makes a mistake. This is an ace for Venture. All they gotta do right now is save it. Kawi, who's the furthest of the MnM squad, is far behind. And Complex makes a mistake in the end, but it's not gonna matter. It's still an ace for Venture. Solid match times. 0.6s mean that they're driving around 0.4 away from the world record, which is pretty good to do in a match. Let's go with Harney in the next round. Once again, we see a mistake at the start. This time it's Complex. Speedy again gets a sloppy start. Right now it's Speedy versus Complex for position 7. Complex manages to take over, giving us a great overview of what's happening in the front. No further mistakes. However, as I say that, Kawi makes a mistake, but Complex crashes, drops down to last. Let's go to Speedy. Speedy right now up to 6th. Egger makes a mistake, and it's only Razor in the front once again. Ooh, but Hardy makes a mistake. Speedy takes over. This is gonna be close, and this is a draw. Hardy making a crucial mistake, and the round slips right through his hands. This time Razor driving a 47. Think we can stay with Speedy for the next round. And once again, Speedy with a mistake at the start for the 3rd round in a row. Not what he wants. His teammate Kawi right now in 7th. Gets a decent turn, but needs to play catch up once again because Venture are pulling away. Dan makes a mistake. Kawi says thank you very much. Will Speedy be able to catch up? Seems like he will, with Mawile making a mistake now. Complex though, far away in front. Harney has some issues with the end once again, but manages to save it, and it's another draw. Harney is very shaky in this end, and MnM is making big profit of that. In the individual scores though, seems like it's a 1v1 between Razor and Complex, who have already pulled away. We've seen them drive 0.4s right now, a lot faster than the rest of the field. Razor with a decent start now, gets this corner very well. Right now fighting with none other than Complex for first place. However, his teammates Mawile and Dan join the fight. Venture right now having 3 players in the front. Seems like this will be a round for them unless they fail, but no, Razor fails, and they should just save it and get the round. After 2 draws, we see Venture winning another round, and that's gonna be 4-2 for Venture. Slowly but surely, Venture are pulling away, getting closer to that magic number 7. Let's go with Egger, who I haven't specced that much yet. Seems like Speedy survives the start. Good news for MnM. However, Mawile makes a mistake, drops way back down. But that's a mistake by Kawi. And Venture once again have 3 players in the top 4, looking very good for them. Razor is the only one from MnM who seems to be able to keep up with the pace of Venture. He goes into the lead, but MnM need more. They need one of these 3 to crash, and Complex does just that. Can he even make the finish with this? He barely does. But this means that the round ends up in a draw. Complex with a crucial mistake in the end, and it will be a draw. MnM once again gets saved by a mistake in the end by a Venture player. Let's Keep our eye on Complex for this round. Can he bounce back from that mistake? Gets the best start out of everyone. Great response from Complex. And as I say that, he crashes along with his teammate Mobile. Looking great for MnM this one. They need to make profit of this. Complex and Mobile crashing early in the round means they should easily get this done. 4 players in the top 5. No problem for Razor, Egger or Speedy. Kavi as well. Very, very close behind. And they do get it safely into the finish. Very good round from MnM Main. Means they climb back up to 4-3 now. Very close first map. Let's go to Mobile, who made a mistake along with Complex very early in the previous round, which proved to be crucial. He survives the very simple first corner, goes up into the lead. He seems to be risking that part very much, goes very close to the inside of the left wall. That seems to pay off in this round. He is up in the lead, but he has a block of red names right behind, and as I say that, a couple of them drop down, Egger being one of them with an additional mistake. This is looking very good for Venture. Only Razor being able to keep up. Speedy seems to be far behind. Harney once again makes a mess of that end, but it will be another draw. Speedy takes over Harney by only 1,000th of a second, and that proves to be crucial. Harney is not happy with that end. Let's go to Harney, who's made so many mistakes in the end already. He's always up there in top 2 or 3, but then makes a mistake, drops down, and it usually spells the end for Venture's round. This time, however, we saw an early mistake from, I believe, Egger. Yep, he's too far behind to do anything in this round. Razor, however, in the lead with 3 Venture players behind him. Speedy is still very close, as is Kawi. Nothing is decided yet. Speedy trying to take over that, goes up to 3rd. Complex still in 1st, but Razor is risking it, and it will be a round for Venture. Once again, all Venture players winning their respective 1v1s, and that's gonna create a rainbow in the scoreboard, with Venture winning this one and going up to 5-3. Only 2 more round wins needed for Venture. Let's go with Dan for this one. Decent start by Venture once again. They seem to be able to get better starts than MnM every single round. However, MnM always come back in this part. This time Mowal goes extremely close to the wall. Gets a bit rattled by that. Manages to save it, only 0.21 behind. Still fine for him and his team, as he shoots up into 4th place. Right now it's looking like an ace for Venture, unless they crumble massively in the end. However, I don't see that happening. All of them just save it. Speedy and Egger try to do something, but it's not going to be enough. With Complex with a 0.43, which I believe is the best time of the match yet. Very impressive from Complex. And that's gonna be map point for Venture with 6-3. MnM are gonna need a big comeback here. We know there's no tennis mode in the group stage of this tournament. And Kavi straight away makes a mistake as I spectate him. That's terrible for MnM. Venture have a great chance in this round. Let's see what Mowal can do. He can do that very well. Go up into the lead. Egger seems to be far behind as well. This should be the end of the first map, with only Razor able to compete with the Venture players. Once again, all they need to do is not risk the end, just save it. They should know that MnM are far behind, and that's exactly what they do. Harney once again having some troubles in the end, but it's not gonna matter. And that's GG 7-3 for Venture. Very good performance, especially Dan and Complex. Very, very nice by Venture, and that's gonna be 1-0. Crunch time for MnM. Having lost the first map 7-3, they need to bounce back on this one. And we can follow Blackwell in the first round. Not sure what that was, but we see a mistake already by Zykos. Already far behind, which gives a great chance to MnM, but that's Zyro going down. Complex already has built up a lead of over 0.1. Now he just needs to keep the gear. Decent turn by Complex, but Razor gets it even better. Right now it seems to be a rainbow in favor of Venture. Only 4 players not making a bigger mistake. Complex on an amazing time. However, he does save it a bit in the last corner, which will be enough for Venture to take the win in the first round. 1-0 for Venture. Already continuing from where they left off on the previous map. Let's go with the winner of the previous round himself, Complex. No mistakes in the first jump, which, believe it or not, is possible to happen. We already see some mistakes. Complex is in the lead. Seems to be doing very, very well on this map, even in the match. Blackwell right now in 7th. Once again, not looking great for MnM. They need to do something right here, and they do. Razor and Speedy go up to 2nd and 3rd. Blackwell seems like we've got a problem here. Nice lag, but that will mean MnM win the round. The server almost died. However, looks like we will survive. MnM tying up the score. Looks like we will be going straight away into the next round. The server looks to be fine after that big hiccup. Right now we already see big mistake by Complex. He can't even finish. What an opportunity for MnM. They need to take this one. Right now it's Razor in first, but the Venture guys are closely following. Zykos drops down a bit. He needs to go up to at least 2nd if he wants to win this round for Venture. Looks like it will be for MnM. No mistakes in the end. And that is a rather easy round for MnM, with Complex making a big mistake right at the start. Not even being able to finish. Decent match times though. Couple of 0.2s, some 0.3s. Let's go with Speedy for this one. Can they all avoid a mistake this early? Complex decides to risk once again, and that's why he's already so far up ahead. Seems like he's a go big or go home player, with Jordi making a mistake there. Drops far back to 7th, but he's not last. We've got 1 player behind. However, right now Venture having the top 2. It's looking good for them. But then we have 4 MnM players right behind, and it will be a draw. Zyro had to overtake Dan in the last corner in order to win the round for his team, but he's unable to do so, and Venture will save themselves after 2 mistakes from Jordi and Zykos. Let's go with Jordi this time. Blackwell getting a bit of a slower start. Can give us an overview of what's happening with Zykos once again with a mistake. He's not feeling it yet. We know what he can do, but a very sloppy start to this map for him. And of course will welcome that mistake with open arms, hoping to come back into the match and win this map. Right now, Jordi and Dan in the top 2. Let's go to Complex in 5th, fighting with Zyro. Blackwell overtakes Jordi for 1st. Can MnM get the top 2? Complex with a big mistake. He had to risk it and it doesn't pay off, which means MnM will win another round. Great play by the MnM players there, forcing Complex into a mistake. He just had to risk it, otherwise they would have lost anyway. And MnM go up 3-1. Very good performance by them on Phantom. Let's see if they can keep it up. Right now they're stomping Venture, and as I say that, Speedy makes a mistake, drops down, but we see an even bigger mistake there by Complex once again. He retires, he can't finish. 3rd time on this map. That's something I've never seen before from him. Jordi seems to be in 6th. Right now it's looking like a rainbow, but the MnM players get much more speed over the stretch, doing the crucial blue turn better. They seem to keep the speed. Jordi and Zykos are a bit too far behind, and MnM have 4 players, which should be enough for winning the round, with Razor even winning the round individually. And as we see in the individual scores, Razor is absolutely destroying everyone. 13 points in front of Dan, who is in 2nd. Let's go with Dan this time. He seems to be the driving force for Venture. They need something right now with Complex once again. He's not feeling it, and his team is suffering a lot because of it. Razor, on the other hand, is leading MnM to a map win. All 4 MnM players avoid a mistake there. Razor goes up into the lead once again, getting the blue turn perfectly. He always overtakes everyone there. Looks like Dan and Zykos are trying to make something happen and overtake Razor, who will have a bit more of an inside line. And he manages to save his 1st place, and that is another round win for MnM Main. 5-1 right now. Absolutely destroying Venture on this one. With Complex saying he's having fun. Let's go with Complex. Let's see if he can finally get a decent round in after what I believe is 4 or 5 very, very poor rounds in a row. This time he gets the start. That's already a big improvement. Seems like the start is his big nemesis. Gets that well. Let's go further back to Jordi. This looks very promising for MnM. Only Speedy and Razor keeping up with the Venture players. Razor goes up into the lead, but still he has 3 Ventures right behind him. And it will be a round for Venture. Complex finally manages to bounce back and wins the round for his team. MnM, however, won't be too disappointed because they've still got a massive lead. Let's go with Zyro. 2 more rounds to go for MnM Main. Big mistake in the start. That was Razor and Complex. Once again, he's going sightseeing instead of playing a match. However, his teammates Dan and Zykos are in front. Dan with a very sloppy turn. He doesn't get a lot of speed there, which means 3 MnMs will overtake him. Once again, looking very, very promising for MnM. Let's stay with Blackwell, who needs to fight off Dan. Same goes for Zyro. Blackwell manages to do so. Zyro doesn't, but it should be around for MnM, as it looks like Razor manages to finish with a time of 53.469. Only 2 Venture players finishing. And that's 6-2 map point for MnM. Let's go with the man who's been destroying everyone. That's Razor with 60 points on the individual scoreboard. Carrying hard for his team. Can he do it one more time on this map? Complex! This should be the end. MnM just need to keep their calm right now. They've got 3 players in the top 4. Let's go to Blackwell. Razor has made a mistake. And that's another mistake by a Venture player flying out of the map. They seem to be playing ZRT already in the new game. Zyro makes a mistake in the end, but it's not gonna matter. That's 7-1. Absolutely annihilated Venture on this one. Last map of the day, 1-1. Egger saying the result doesn't matter. Of course it doesn't, mate. Let's spectate Egger. See what he can do. Gets the best start out of everyone. Very promising for him, which means we can move down to someone a bit further back. That's a mistake by Mawile, who's far behind, and Egger makes a mistake as well, down to 7th. This could prove to be crucial for MnM as Bits clips the hole, gets destroyed. Let's go up to Hobby, who's fighting for first with Soldier. He needs a good last turn. Seems to be going very risky. It's all gonna be up in this turn, and Hobby does get it a bit better. However, I don't think it actually matters. It would have been around for MnM anyway. That's 1-0 for MnM. Very promising start to the last map. Let's go with Soldier, who was on the losing side in the first round. Soldier getting the worst start out of everyone. However, he hasn't made a mistake, so he's still very much in it. We see mistakes from a Venture player and an MnM player. Seems like it was Yaka. Mawile makes another mistake. Venture are crumbling all around the map. Hobby pulling hard for MnM, channeling his inner Razor. Looking very promising for MnM, having Egger and Scotty very close to the top. Bits and Soldier trying to save it for Venture. Will anyone make a mistake in the end? Hobby drops down a bit, doesn't have the speed, and both Bits and Soldier make the comeback, and it's actually exactly what Venture needed. It tips the round into Venture's favor. Sloppy ending from some MnMs, and it means Venture tie up the score to 1-1. Let's go with Kawi for round 3. Very, very close match, and Kawi makes a mistake. I'm sorry, Kawi. Switching to Scotty right now. Scotty survives the tight part. Goes up in the lead even, but he has 4 Ventures right behind him. It's not looking good for MnM this time. They have a 0.1 lead over Hobby. Right now it's up to 0.2. MnM need a couple of mistakes from Venture in the last couple of corners. Seems like they all survive. It might even be an ace, and it is an ace. Venture bouncing back from rather poor first round, and they take the lead. 2-1 for Venture. Soldier right now pulling the weight for his team. Let's go to Bits. This time, no mistakes in the full speed part. No mistakes here either. Everyone survives, but Venture once again have the top 4. Let's go to Jaeger, who seems to be the closest out of all MnMs. He needs to push it a bit. We see a mistake there. Yaka, however, in the lead along with Solja. Right now Yaka drops a bit behind, but Venture won't care too much because Mawel and Solja are up ahead. Could be a top 3 for Venture. No matter what Jaeger does, it's not gonna change anything. And Venture win another round. It's all a bit falling apart for MnM. Someone needs to step up from the red team. We saw Hobby winning a round. Hopefully he can do something similar in this round. Yaka with a big mistake right at the start. Let's see how far behind he is. Over a second. He shouldn't be able to catch up on pure pace. However, the other 3 Ventures looking very solid. Hobby right now in 7th, Scotty in 6th. It's not enough for MnM yet. Other Ventures seem to be very close to the top, or having the top right. Oh, and as I say that, Bits makes a big mistake which could turn the tables this time. Kawi and Jaeger overtake Mawile. Solja is far ahead. However, Mawile gets a bit of a better end, and it's not gonna matter because Jaeger gets the crucial 2nd place, which means MnM win the round. That means we're up to 3-2. Still a very, very close map. Anything can happen still. Let's go with Jaeger, who pretty much won the round for his team. Goes past the first couple of corners, no problem there. Goes very safe there, it pays off. Right now, Scotty keeping him company at the top. Looking promising for MnM. They usually don't have the lead in this part of the map. With Scotty, Jaeger, Hobby, and even Kawi, all of them in the top 5. Right now, it would take a massive crumble for Venture to win this one. Jaeger should win the round. And almost an ace, only Bits preventing it. Jaeger saying he drove the PB. And that means the score is all tied up to 3-3. Solja, who's far ahead in the individual rankings. Let's go to Solja, who is the pivotal player for Venture. Seems like whenever he crashes, Venture lose the round. We see a mistake already from Scotty in 8th, and all of his teammates are kinda struggling in this round. It's not looking any better after that corner either. Let's go up to Jaeger, who's the closest to the Venture players. He does overtake one, but the other 3 are far away. They can save the last corner, which they almost do. One of them dies, but it should still be enough for Venture. Yaka manages to hold on to his place, and Solja making a mistake won't change anything. 4-3 for Venture. Still very, very close. Let's go with Solja, who's been struggling a bit in the past 2 rounds. After demolishing everyone at the start, now we see Scotty making a mistake once again. Drops down. He's not gonna play a role in this round. This time, a mistake from the side of Venture, and Scotty and Yaka are both very slow. This is gonna be a fight for 7th. Hobby has made a mistake as well, but he's in 6th. Too far behind to do anything. Jaeger is fighting for 1st on the other hand. with Mawel and Bits. Could still be anybody's round, given that players are crashing all over the place. Aegir seems to have it, but there are 3 Venture players right behind him. Kavi overtakes one, but it's a draw. Skadi wins his 1v1 with Yaka, both players with early mistakes, and he does save the draw for MnM. Could have easily been a Venture round otherwise. Let's go with Skadi. Oh, already a mistake by Bits. Very far behind. Looking good for MnM this time. And another mistake by Venture. That means Mawal goes down. Very promising for MnM. Solja and Yaka need to do something special here. Both of them need to go up to top 2 if they want to save the draw. Right now it's not looking promising. Aegir is resisting very hard, but he makes a mistake. Where's Yaka? Kawi gets second, but it's gonna be another draw because Aegir makes a mistake. And Bits manages to overtake him after that very early mistake. Very, very unfortunate for MnM. Should have had this one. Let's go with Aegir, who made that mistake in the end, which allowed Venture to come back and clinch a draw. Aegir this time gets a good start. Goes up into the lead even. Let's go a bit further back, see if anyone has made a mistake. Right now Solja is in last, and he's only 0.3 behind, which means everyone is still very close to each other. Yaka has no speed after that poor line. Mistake by an MnM player. It still looks very promising for Venture with Bits far ahead in the lead. And they have 4th, 5th and 6th. It will be another round for Venture. 5-3 right now. MnM need 4 more to save themselves and win the match. Let's go with Skadi, who is not doing the greatest in this match. Ooh, Aegir with a big mistake. Fully face plants into the pool. He's gonna be out of this one. That means the other 3 MnMs need to do really, really well if they want to at least get a draw. I think they'd be very happy with a draw in this round. Looks like Skadi is once again a bit behind. There goes, I think, Yaka. Yep, Yaka with a mistake. Other 3 Ventures looking solid. Kavi makes a mistake. At this point, MnM need a miracle. The miracle does not happen, and it will be a round for Venture. Even though Hobby won the round, it's not gonna matter, and Venture are up to map point and match point. Let's follow Hobby, who won the round. MnM will definitely look to him because they need a big comeback. They need someone to step up now, someone to win another round. Looks like it won't be Hobby this round. Could it be Aegir maybe? He is up top fighting with Yaka. Good turn by both players. Right now it's looking like a rainbow. Mawel makes a mistake. Solja is kinda behind, but he does manage to overtake Hobby. Still up for grabs. Solja with a couple of good turns manages to climb up the ranks. Yaka gets a good turn. Bits is far in front, and this should be GG. They win it by 1 point and 7-3 1-7, 7-3 for Venture in the end, 2-1 in maps. Very entertaining match.